So, welcome back, everybody. This is our second take for this recording.
Yep.
This is the Benjinator.
And I am Error Code.
And welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. So, when we last left our heroes, they're on a boat.
Motherfuckers.
And basically, we're going to a city called, Luca, where apparently we're going to be trying to win a Blitzball tournament while at the same time going a pilgrimage, which is a weird set of priorities.
Yeah, it really is. But this is a weird game.
Yeah, it's a very strange one. And meanwhile, our hapless hero, Tidu, is, trying to explain to people that, he's suffering from amnesia/mad cow because he got too close to Sin, when really it seems he came from some other universe that was sucked up by a giant flying anus.
Yep.
So, already this sounds like, some kind of, late 60s era Beatles album. So.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
That would make this make so much more sense.
Exactly. If this was just this was all just
the aesthetics are a little off, but otherwise, yeah, it makes a lot. Chocobos!
Yep. Here's the power room, by the way.
What the heck is what?
Look at them, they're so cute.
What is this?
Yes, they are.
Actually, the first time that I watched,
like it says on the door.
You actually play this game.
What's so strange about chocobo power?
Well, I mean, giant birds.
Yeah.
Those are
You know.
chocobos?
The first time I had watched you play this
You've
game,
never
I
seen
had
chocobo?
never known about the
What kind of
terror birds. Have you ever
Blackwater
seen those
Island
things?
did you come
I don't think
from,
so,
anyway?
no.
Basically, giant man-eating chocobos
Oh,
that
wow.
were
Miracles
real
and oddities.
and lived in
We're
South
starting to become
America, and they
daily
fucked up
routines.
everybody's shit.
Oh, yeah. I can see that. Oh, by the way, if you talk to this woman, she sings the Chocobo
La, la,
song,
la, 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 la.
which is also a staple of Final Fantasy. And here's an Albert Primer. So, guys, don't miss that, because this is a place you can't go back to.
Go to the bird room, people. Go
Yep.
to the bird room.
Exactly. Now we know the letter C,
Which is for cookie.
which is for cookie.
And that's good enough for me.
Yep. And for you guys who don't get that reference, you're way too
Horrible,
young.
soulless people.
Yeah. you've really missed out. As we established, this guy is full of himself. These guys are also full of themselves, as you'll see.
Yeah, listen to these idiots.
Yeah.
I'm not at liberty to talk about our plan.
That guy's just like, I talk a little bit more than Kamari, but only slightly.
Mm-hmm.
Restricted area. Our operation.
This guy
depends on
obviously
cargo.
just joined the army, so
Yep.
he's got a big old stick up his butt.
Not that everybody in the army has a big old stick up their butt, but that particular person really does.
Definitely, he's like, I take my job, really, seriously,
Really fucking seriously!
on this boat, standing in front of a door. Yes, and once again, I'm really thrown off by the fact that I'm actually playing this on an HD TV, and the frame rate looks faster. It looks like one of those 1920s movies with, like, a guy with a mustache and, yeah, stuff like that. And meanwhile, over here, you're going to get to hear some gossip.
That is, by the way, a perfect explanation of a 1920s movie.
Well, every movie has some, like, goofy guy with a mustache.
Lord
Like,
Broska's
every
daughter?
anime has a token redhead character.
Of course. I mean, even those old, like, Three Stooges shows had some, like, guy with a mustache.
Watched a lot of Three Stooges. I don't remember that.
Oh, he would usually show up at some point. He'd usually be like an extra or something. Meanwhile, let's talk to
So,
Waka.
is Yuna's father
Do we have
famous
to?
or something?
She's the daughter of High Summer.
Yeah, at least Waka talks. I mean, Kamari doesn't at all.
Lord Broska,
Which is a little sad.
10 years ago.
I gotta say, 10 years
Who's
to make
the
a
heir
statue
to a
that
great
big
legacy?
is actually
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good productivity.
Yeah. I mean, given their level of technology, given
Yeah.
that they're a bunch of moron
Waka's
Luddites.
a bit
I mean, Code and I live near a bridge that's been taking like 20 years to build.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks, Lulu. I'll keep
Friggin-
that in mind.
so a statue in 10 years, not bad.
I think that bridge has actually been under construction longer than you and I knew it when it wasn't under construction.
Well, yeah. I mean, at this point, they better have like a hot dog stand and like a massage parlor on the bridge for how long it's taking.
Yep.
So now we're gonna have our awkward Titanic moment. And when I say awkward, I really mean it's
Only teenagers could have an awkward moment like this.
right. Yes.
Enjoy. We're not going to talk. Just watch.
Also enjoy the Phil Collins song in the background.
Yep. We decided this needed that.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Okay, that was weird.
Try hard. hard.
The wind. It's nice.
Folks, I'm sorry. We're really trying to keep quiet here.
I don't get it. Like, just the wind. It's nice.
Viewers, there's going to be a lot of moments like this in this game.
Seriously, it's like George Lucas wrote their lines. I just don't understand.
You're a blitz
Hey, okay.
from
No,
Not that
that
bad.
was George Lucas bad. That was I killed them like animals bad. I mean, come on.
Waka doesn't believe me at all.
Waka's done a lot of drugs in this game.
Yeah, I know. Waka's not... thinking's not exactly his strong suit.
Well, yeah.
I've heard in Xanarkand
One too many blitz balls to the
there's a
head.
great stadium, all lit up, even at night. Great blitzball tournaments are held there, and the stands are always full.
Are you sure this wasn't when you were taking peyote?
A man
You know what? I think they're actually the descendants of Europeans because this has FIFA written all over it.
Yeah. Well, to be true, Squaresoft games do have a lot of white people.
That's true.
My father. His name is checked.
Actually, if you think about how corrupt everything ends up getting by the end of it,
Yeah,
the
okay.
FIFA reference isn't really all that off.
No, it is absolutely true.
You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon.
We're not going to spoil anything, viewers, but there's some crazy shit on its way.
Sounds like him, but it can't be him.
Why not?
Because he was mean.
My old man. He died. 10 years ago. Off the coast of Xanarkand.
After a lot of drinking.
Fell into the water and forgot he knew how to swim.
Yep.
He
Kind of
went out to
ironic,
sea for
really.
training one day. And never came back. And no one's seen him since then.
Well, except for that time you saw him on the billboard.
That's
Don't forget the billboard,
That Jekt came to
Tidu.
Spira.
But
It's
She
true,
just knows.
I first met
I didn't
Jekt
give you a date or
3
anything.
months ago.
Well, but that's the magical girl trope, isn't it? The
No,
magical girl
no, it's
just
not.
knows.
There is no magical girl trope that gives him that ability. That's just lazy writing.
Laziness.
Through the magic of not giving a shit, that's exactly when this happened.
yeah, but how would he
Well,
get here?
That's another. That's another George Lucas.
You were here?
Actually, no. He tries.
Are you
He
not?
tries, and it just kind of comes out that way.
Yep. That too was lazy writing, but that line was actually kind of cool.
Agreed.
And now more autistic writing.
Yep. An autistic nodding.
Yep.
Oh. And this is what they call, folks, the. There's a fancy term for a sudden break in action in a movie.
I don't know it.
Yeah, it's not like because the last time I was able to say temporal displacement, I got to sound all fancy and knowledgeable.
I never get to sound fancy and knowledgeable. It's just impossible for me.
Well, we did use the word esoteric in the last recording, so that was.
I think you used that. I did not use it. Oh no!
Oh, no! Oh, 90 slow mo again. This game does like to use 90 slow mo.
Kilmari.
Kamari saves the day because he's a giant cat.
Cats don't even like water. Come on.
Yep.
This is not his element.
All right, FMV time. And that is 1/48th of sin right there.
Yep. Yes, it is.
That's not even close. That was the Godzilla moment. I was surprised it didn't go like.
This isn't bad.
I'm surprised it didn't go like. Sino.
What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him and we'll all get dragged under.
Yeah,
He's going for Kilika.
that's Ralph. This is his first day manning the harpoon, so it might take him a
Forgive
while
us,
to use
Lady
it properly.
Summoner.
Actual cool moment for Unit there. Not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I'll give
Yeah,
her credit where it's due.
The I know exactly what to do nod that you see in most movies.
That was more like, okay, you do what you gotta do, nod.
Oh yeah,
Wow, those harpoons are real.
that's yeah, swirling action. Swirling action harpoons. They know how to cut through physics just the right way so they hit sin every time. They've been tested and approved by the the Spira Department of Harpoons.
You know, I was just watching the back of the thing with the wheels spinning. What do you think is happening with the chocobos right now?
The chocobos are probably having a hard day.
Yeah, they're not doing too good.
Oh, look, the spiky things, guys! They're back! Alright, now we get to fight. Oh, boy.
Yay, something happens.
Yep, exactly. It's not just, you know, awkward moments and cutscenes. Let's do some fighting! Alright, guys! So now we get to use our friend Kimari. Titus, of course, does his slap in the face with a sword. Yuna gets to do my favorite move ever, which is tap them in the head and kills them!
You go.
I will not be doing that much, but as you can see, folks, you can use the handy-dandy switch him out of the party, so Waka can hit him in the face with a ball.
Yep.
Oh yeah, since Sin is also in this battle, as I will show you, and only certain characters can hit him. So Tidu can only do his slap in the face with a sword to nearby enemies, but
really nothing wrong with that. He's
nothing
good
wrong
at
with
slapping people with swords.
But if you have Miss Big Tits in here, she can also use Thunder to hit Sin far away. Like this. All you have to do is hit the up key. Button thingy.
Yeehaw.
So, there we are. And Waka, also with his super long-range ball, can do the same thing.
I'm telling you, this weird as fuck. Makes no sense.
Yeah, it's... Well, as we established, there's a lot of this game that's not supposed to make sense, but this is even a little far-fetched for me. And between Code and I, we have seen some weird shows.
Yeah. Yeah, we have.
Yep. Yeah, for you guys who have not seen a Canadian sci-fi show called Lex, you should watch it. But it will scare you. And Farscape is a little bit more popular. It's kind of the same premise. So either one.
It is nothing like the same premise. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, to be fair, I've only seen about 4 episodes of Farscape, so...
Farscape is very different from Lex.
Well, good to know. I mean, variety's always good.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's explaining the fighting at a distance thing. In some battles, there's going to be some enemies that are out of range, but we already showed that to you.
Yep.
Waka with his ball and Lulu with her magic. So, can't attack right now, but can do this in the face of the ball.
Waka, quick! Throw a ball at it!
Yep.
Good job, Waka.
Good job, Waka. That joke will never... Viewers, that joke will never get old, so expect to hear it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, so this battle actually is not too hard, and it's always... One of the mistakes I made when I first played this game is not powering up Kimari. You should do that, because Kimari's useful.
He's also fun.
Yeah, he's fun. He hits people with a halberd. What could not be fun about that?
Nothing could not be fun about that.
Oh yeah, so of course I do have to I do have to show the viewers what happens when Lulu attacks, because that's just 10 times.
It actually is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's about 50 times the ridiculousness.
Also, good job, Waka.
Good job, Waka.
I think every time Waka gets a kill, I'm gonna do that. See how many people I can drive away.
Right now, I've only got about 4 viewers, so
end up killing Sin permanently with Waka. Be like, good job, Waka!
Good job, Waka! The world ends with you. Which is also the name of a game by Square Enix, which is quite good. I've never played.
I've never even heard of it until just now.
Oh, I actually, yeah, I hear it's quite good. The World Ends With You is what it's called. I believe it's for the DS. And if any of you commenters out there, please let us know. Even if we're speaking to you guys 5 years in the future.
Yep. We actually don't age.
Yep.
For YouTube people.
Yeah, well, it'll be like 90 odd years from now, and you're like,
we're sitting in the same spot playing the same game.
Yeah, we
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be like that's like the plot that would be like the sequel to Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day without the funny.
Groundhog Day. What are you talking about? It'll be even funnier.
No. Neither of us come even close to Bill Murray.
Yeah, that's true. We have to humble ourselves a little bit.
Yup.
Bill Murray is not us. Alright, so now we're gonna have to... Yeah, you would only hit Sin when he comes around to the side, which is slightly inconvenient, but it is what it is. By the way, guys, the only reason we can tell what the enemy stats are is because of an ability called Scanner, which is attached to our weapons. It's a useful skill, and most of the time can be used on... Well, actually, it can be only used on some bosses, but it works for most enemies. There's some bosses later on where it's like, nope, can't do it.
Yeah, no, those guys are dicks.
Yeah, those.
Not gonna
really
lie,
annoying.
they're very annoying.
So, yeah, this.
Actually, there are a lot of bosses in this game that fall under the category of dicks.
Yes,
So.
this game actually does have some challenging bosses, which I like because for those of you who have played the ever so popular Final Fantasy VII, most of the bosses are, as the proper nomenclature for it is, a joke.
Yeah.
They're really not that hard. So Final Fantasy.
Unless you've got Ruby and Emerald.
Oh yeah, well. For those of you guys who are nerdy enough to know who Ruby and Emerald are from Final Fantasy VII, I've defeated them, but that's because in high school I was kind of a freak about, completing games. So.
Yes, in high school. At no other time in your life.
At
Just in high
no
school.
other time in my life. There is no reason why I would ever go out and record myself playing a really old game, trying to get everything in it. Never.
Ever.
No.
Why? So, John, why don't you explain to our audience, of course, and not to me, because I clearly know, why it is that we keep on attacking the Finn?
Well, basically this battle will keep going on if we don't kill the Finn.
And could you do that to try and gain some spear levels?
Well, yeah, if you guys want to grind it out here, you definitely could. From what I recall, these guys don't give off a whole lot of AP, but the more you kill them, the more AP you're going to get. So this will be a nice battle for that. But
and, if you enjoy watching Walker throw balls at things, then
although disclaimer, guys, we do like using Waka, so you will be seeing Waka throw his ball for a very, very long time.
yeah, we have a soft spot for Waka.
We do. As we explained in previous broadcasts, Waka's probably one of our favorite characters.
We only hate on the people that we love. So
yeah, exactly. The ones that we don't talk about. Eventually, there are some characters that we're not going to be talking about as we get towards the end of this game, which means that we don't love them as much.
Blissfully so. Yeah,
like that jackass Owaka who sells you stuff. I even forgot about him. So it's because we don't like him. So every once in a while, you are going to want to heal your guys because, of course, Kamari looks like he's about to have a heart attack, and we don't like that.
Wow, and gosh, he liked it when you did that.
Yeah, I know. You got a reaction out of it.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's impressive.
He killed that dude with the freaking halberd.
Yep. I would say they'll bring them on the endangered species list, but as we've seen, Sin has an endless supply of these guys.
Yep.
Actually, wow, fire is really effective on that Finn. I should keep that in mind. So,
Things that we've learned.
Yeah, you learn something new every time you play this game.
You'd think that something that was literally aquatic wouldn't really be affected by fire all that much, but whatever. Alas.
There is actually a battle that's very similar to this in the prequel to this game, Final Fantasy IX. Oh, by the way, guys, watch Lulu attack. That's a real thing.
And it's adorable.
Yes, it is quite. For those of you who appreciate the adorableness of this game, Lulu's weapons are quite up there. But to me, nothing's quite as entertaining as watching Yuna do a little tap with her wand and killing people. So that just beats all of it. At the end of this LP, and this should be the finishing blow, by the way, guys. Death to Sin. Ha! You wish.
Or yeah. All right, there we go.
Well, yes, Sin is defeated, but he is not dead.
So are we just gonna leave those little things on the
Yeah,
bridge
they're just we're gonna train them as pets.
Nice.
They'll provide us entertainment for the chocobos. They'll do a vaudeville act. I can only imagine what that would be like.
Terrible. It would be terrible.
Yep.
Tried to get them to do the act, and then they tried to slaughter the audience. Actually, they didn't really try. They did slaughter the audience. It was bad.
All right, so post-traumatic stress disorder. Bless code for he has sneezed.
Yep.
And Sin is gone. So looks like our ride to the next port is going to be plain sailing. Except when Walker decides to do that. Oh yes, we're not quite done, folks. This is gonna be a longer broadcast. This game does have some extended cutscenes. Oh yeah, I completely forgot that our hero fell into the water. He doesn't have his sea legs, apparently. But the magical power of the ball makes it go away.
Dude, seriously. Look at the way he swims with the damn thing.
You know,
this guy loves his ball.
You know, it's been a long time since I've taken a physics class, but I believe that if you throw a ball in water, it moves differently from air.
Yep.
Yep, and there's a thumbs up, because Waka just remembered to bring his potions. Now remember, folks, we were talking about gills. And look, it's dolphins! And they're running away. Which means, oh gosh, that is not Sin.
Wow, is that herpes?
That's McSlappity Slap, I think, from the previous video.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, the underwater fish thing. So now, of course, we're at a huge disadvantage because we are. Oh, it's a Sin spawn. Kind of looks like Achilles, but it's not. We'll call it Achilles. Sin spawn Achilles.
Alright, Sin spawn Achilles.
Yep. Which is a character from an ancient poem and also a code name for a lot of military operations.
Yep. You'd think that a military operation wouldn't want to name themselves after Achilles, but whatever.
Right, yeah. I mean, Achilles got himself killed.
Dumbass.
Yeah.
Actually, kind of like Titus.
Yeah, it's,
Hey, but on the plus side, we made it bleed.
We did make a bleed, but as you can see, this particular boss will summon piranhas every once in a while, which is kind of frustrating. So you kind of want to have to deal with that every once in a while. So, alrighty.
We just missed out on takeout.
Oh, we missed out on takeout.
Yeah, we got.
Oh well.
Well, there, I was like, I don't think that you locked the door. Anybody that lives here ought to be able to come in.
Alright, so one thing that's actually really useful, as I just did with Waka, is use Dark Attack. And it only usually lasts for about one turn. And right now, of course, Waka is out of MP.
Oh, is that what I thought was him bleeding?
Oh, I think he was bleeding. I'm not sure, but... yeah, but if it looks like there's an oil slick coming out of an enemy, it means they're blind.
Yep, alright, so I was just being an idiot then.
Yeah, unfortunately, Dark Attack only lasts for about one turn, but later on you get an ability called Dark Buster, which does it for more. And it's fun because it makes a springboard sound when you use it. And it's a sound that's almost as humorous as Yuna tapping an armored creature. So he uses Blender every once in a while, which kind of hurts. But the nice thing
I can see where that would hurt.
Yeah, he does the slappity slap on you, but it does bring you, of course, closer to overdrive, which we have not seen Waka do yet, which hopefully we'll get to see. Which again,
Waka's overdrive.
If you guys are skilled at Vegas slots, you'll be good at Waka's overdrive. And hopefully this time I'll actually do it right, because if you guys remember in our first session, I didn't do too well with the overdrives, but I'll eventually get to the point where I nail it every time. And, you know, I get to use it as a skill to impress the ladies like Napoleon Dynamite when he talks about, you know, drawing skills and nunchuck skills.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Oh, right. Oh, he's dead, by the way. Apparently there's a giant earthquake when he dies.
Underwater.
You know, you think that Final Fantasy bosses could just die with a little dignity, but they have to make such a big friggin' deal about the fact they've been defeated.
They gotta be a bunch of fucking drama queens.
Yep. They have to go out like David Bowie. Oh, that's a lot of sphere levels, so that's exciting.
Shit, that's a lot of sphere levels.
Yep. We got a ton of power spheres and an ice brand and a rod of water. Yeah. I'm sorry, folks, but
I think that's what they call an icicle, isn't it? I mean.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like saying, you know, instead of a bat, a slab of wood.
Yep.
Oh, here's a cutscene, guys. This is going to be an unfortunate day for this village.
I know, right?
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, but that wave looks like it's gonna, you know, wipe it out.
Oh.
This is basically what happened to Sri Lanka a couple of years ago.
That's terrible. Yeah.
Poor Sri Lankans. But they're reacting quite well to the wave. They're just like, oh, look. Well, crap. Uh-oh. Yeah, that would be the worst place to stand. just under a bunch of wood boards that are being heaved upwards.
Well, they were above a bunch of wood boards.
Yeah.
Upwards.
But all the splinters you're going to have after that, as well as getting, you know, swept up undertow, I mean...
I don't think they need to worry about it, dude.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that looked like that really hurt. That guy just got rammed in the stomach by like a 6x4.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yep. Now, of course,
Sid is a douche.
Yeah, kind of getting more of a closer look to Sid.
Someone should have thrown that ball at it.
Yeah, Waka, what are you doing?
I know.
You know, you let a perfectly good ball float away.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, Waka's so rude.
When Sin attacked Xanarkand that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse, too.
It's actually kind of deep for Titus.
Yeah.
Will.
That was some fairly.
I must defeat Sin.
That was some fairly deep thinking for somebody who doesn't usually do a lot of deep thinking.
Maybe it was that day on the sea.
Now they're being reflected.
Under the burning sun. I started to give up hope.
This game does actually have a lot of sunsets, which is pretty cool.
Oh.
It's a nice touch.
I gotta say that this little monologue would be so much more impactful, is the word maybe?
Yes.
If Titus again could speak in anything other than this obnoxious monotone.
Yeah, he just sounds like a sociopath. Like
he does.
He's trying to. He's like, oh, I'm supposed to express sadness or regret, but I don't quite know how to do that.
I'm sad. So very sad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's
all these people are the dead, and I feel sad.
The sad has affected me. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo-boo.
It's a terrible status evolution.
Yeah, I apologize, folks. This is going to be a long session, but that's because, you know, cutscene after cutscene will do that.
Greetings. I am the summoner you know.
I come in peace.
And be saved.
Oh, Milady Summoner.
If there is no other summoner here, please allow
me. You know,
to
Milady just sounds very informal.
Thanks, BT.
Our love.
I don't know, when I think of Milady.
Is that guy just randomly Irish?
Apparently.
Hold on.
He looks
of course he doesn't say anything else now.
Yep.
It's like, oh, thanks, PT. I was like, what the fuck?
Yep. That voice actor got his one moment of glory.
Hey, he took it for all it was worth.
Oh, okay, by the way, folks, in this video, there is not the one thing that I have to do that if you mess up on, it sucks. So don't worry about that. Alright, yay! So we've reached Kilika, which got wiped out by a wave. What will happen next time? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy X with the Benjinator.
And error code.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Have fun.